Good morning, y'all. What's up? How y'all doing? Welcome to the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all come in. I hope everybody is having a good Monday. How y'all weekend went? What's going on? I wanted to get on here and talk about this because as we see, Peaches and her mother are having some issues, okay? And this is not no drag nothing because I know for a fact that a lot of women can say that they might have had some bad relationships with their mother growing up or whatever the case may be. But in my opinion, one thing that I would never do, even if I know I have a dysfunctional family and I may have been in a situation when I was younger with my parents, I will never come to social media and tell y'all about it because I'm not going to put my family up for revenue. Even if I do have certain feelings towards these individuals, you guys will never know unless, unless they tried me on the internet. I will handle them accordingly on the internet. But as far as me being able to come to the internet and just open up to y'all about something that I experienced as a child with my mother or my father or any of my relatives, that's not something that I'm willing to open up about because I don't believe that certain things need to be discussed in public. It needs to be disclosed in private. You know what I'm saying? So if you have had a relationship with your mother and it was very rocky and y'all didn't have the best of relationships, you never know what your parents may have experienced as children themselves. And they may not want to open up and talk about it. And you may not want to know about it because it might hurt you. Hold on, y'all. But anyway, you may not want to know about whatever your parents may have endured as a child because it might potentially hurt you. They may be saving you from having feelings towards your grandmother or your grandfather, because, it might be something that it might be something that caused some type of trauma to you or whatever the case may be. You might not have the best relationships with your grandmother if you knew your grandmother did something to your mother, or if you knew your grandfather did something to your mother, or, vice versa. Either one of your parents, you probably would not want to know, you know. So that's probably why they might not open up and tell you. Because I honestly don't know the backgrounds of my parents either. I don't. I don't know how they was brought up. I don't know how they was raised. I have no idea. I don't know. It's not something that they speak about. And there might be a reason why, but I don't know, you know. And I want people to open up as they feel as they should, because you can't pry into people. Some people just don't want to talk about certain things that they may have been through because it might be a trigger for them. I understand that she might have had issues with her mother, but I just believe that she might have, if she have had these conversations with her mama in private and they never went anywhere, it was just best to love her from a distance and just stay away from her. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to invite toxic people in your life, whether they be family members or friends. You can cut them all off and keep them out of your life, out of your space, out of your face, out of your energy, because it'll drain you if you allow them to come around and you're telling them how you feel, but yet they're gaslighting you, or they're making you feel like what you're saying is not true, or telling people what you're saying is not true. You're making this stuff up. So people are saying that she's coming at her mama for clicks and views. Okay. They're saying that she's willing to get on here and disrespect her mother and talk about the things that her mother put her through as a child. She said that she explained this situation 2 years ago on her platform. Well, I believe that if she explained it a long time ago, I don't know why this is something that's being revisited on the internet. When, if anything, if you don't want nothing to do with your mother, just don't be bothered with her. Just don't go nowhere near her. Don't talk to her. Just let her go if that's how you feel about her. But to hop on the internet and tell people publicly how you feel about her when you can talk to her privately, or go talk to a counselor if this is something that you can't seem to get over, then I mean this is not it, because you're allowing people to disrespect your mother for something that she did to you probably 30 something years ago or whatever, or it might be something that's still reoccurring. I'm not going to say that it's not, because some things don't stop just because you're not a child anymore. Even within your adult years, your parents could still be narcissists. They still could try to make you feel a certain way or whatever the case may be through you or with your kids. That's how some narcissist parents are. They're like that, you know. So if you know that, then you have to deal with them accordingly. You know, you don't have to deal with nobody toxic in your family if you don't want to. That's not something that you have to. That's a choice. So if you feel like that person is too toxic for you, what, baby? If you feel like that person is too toxic for you, no matter whether they be a family friend or whatever they may be, then you need to remove yourself from that situation, because it's up to you if you want to put up with something or not. I know that that's a mother, and I know you only get one mother. You never get, more than one. That's the one that gave birth to you. But at the same time, respect is given when it's not, you give respect when you get respect when you give it. So if you're not respectful of your parents, I mean, if your parents are not respectful of you, then they're not going to be, if they're not respectful of you, then you're not going to be respectful of them. So that mother-daughter toxic relationship stuff, it happens in a lot of Black families. It really does. And some people choose not to talk about it. Some people choose to open up about it or whatever. But I can't tell nobody what they experienced as a child and what they did experience. I'm not one to tell them that they wasn't abused if they feel like they were abused. And the things that she's saying about her mother is beyond me. You know what I'm saying? Like having to bathe in her dirty bath water, and them calling her all out of her names and making her feel worthless, and her auntie not allowing her to come over there because she was very vocal and she would speak up and say something and stuff like that. It's a lot of things that be going off in a lot of Black families, and people like to sweep things up under the rug and play like it doesn't exist or it doesn't happen. And you have a whole lot of people that choose to be gaslighters in the process or whatever. They ride along with the one that they know that's the narcissist because they don't want to get into it with that person. So therefore, if her mother has people in her family on her side feeling some type of way towards Peach, then that makes Peach feel unwelcomed, unloved, and worthless, the same way she said that on her daddy's side. Basically, she feeling like she has no chance on either side of her family. So basically last night she said she was done, and that's solely her choice if she don't want to be bothered with them or whatever. But I just believe that certain things need to be kept off the internet. If you don't get along with your mother, that's fine. Like I said, I would never sit up here and talk about my mother's business to anybody online unless she decided to come online and talk about our business. That's the only way that it will happen. I would never get on her and explore anything in my family or a family member unless they tried me. I wouldn't care who it is. If they want to try me on the internet, they're going to get tried on the internet. Test your luck. You're going to be effed up. That's all I got to tell you. Period. Point blank. I'm not going to play. But when it comes to your mother or your father or anybody that's close to you in your family, the people that you are expressing yourself to, they're complete total strangers. Okay, so they can only go off of what you say, and they can only go off of what she say. There's two sides to the story, but only y'all know the truth as to what it really is. So coming to the internet to have your mama be bashed by people that don't even know her personally, and they're just taking your word from as to what you say. Like I said, I'm not one to say what somebody didn't go through. I'm not going to say that she did not experience any type of abuse or neglect. I'm not going to say that because that's what she said that she did endure. I'm not going to say it because I know for a fact that there's a lot of Black mothers and a lot of Black daughters that don't get along, and they have a very toxic relationship. But to bring it to the internet and express it to complete total strangers and have them talk about how much of a bad mother your mother was and how she was this and how she was that. If you feel like you are trauma bonding with your mother, or if you feel like she's just this bad person, then it's just in your best interest to just let her go. Let her go on about her business. You go on about your business and just let it be that. If y'all cannot be around each other, if y'all cannot respect each other, then it's just best that y'all part ways. I'm a strong believer of I don't care who that person may be in your life. If they cannot respect you or make you feel like you are somebody, then you need to love yourself enough to say, you know what, I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to deal with this. Just because you hold this title in my life does not mean that I have to deal with this shit, because I don't. That's a lot of toxic shit. And when you deal with stuff like that growing up as a child, it does enter into your adulthood, and it can potentially affect your relationships with anybody, whether it be friends, co-workers, or people that you are in relationships with. It affects it'll affect every aspect of your life if you are still holding on to something that you may have needed counseling for. I believe that she needed counseling, she didn't get it. So now it's just a reoccurring thing to where now it's just too much for her and it's taking a toll on her, you know. And it's not cool on any level that she had experienced that. But to bring it to the internet, like I said, I don't believe that's something that she should have done. Talking to your mama in private would have been better than to come to the internet, because you have people that have all of these different opinions. And if you felt like you was feeling some type of way about what they had to say about you and your husband, now they're going to be talking about you, your husband, and your mama, and your whole entire family, because you putting out text messages that y'all don't have in group chats and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, but what is going to be the ending result of this? Because if she's that bad of a person, you just need to leave her alone. Like I said, it's simple. It's not hard. Walk away from anybody that don't serve you any good. Why be bothered with your mother and you want to get on the internet and talk bad about her? That's crazy to me. So have y'all ever had any problems with y'all's mothers to the point to where y'all feel like y'all would go on the internet and bash her? Or have other people have opinions of her and not really know her and not even know what type of things that she may have endured as a child? I'm not going to say that that excuses her behavior as to how she treated Peach. No, it's not no excuse. But you know, some parents that have been abused or neglected as kids when they were younger, that same type of stuff bleeds off until when they become parents, and they may not know how to be a parent, or they may not know how to do that. We all know. We all do know. Everybody has to say this. We all do know that there's no instructions with that baby when that baby come out. There's no instructions. So you just have to take it day by day and do the very best that you can do in regards to taking care of that child. Along the way, there will be mistakes that's going to be made, because nobody is perfect. As a parent, I have not made a lot of good decisions myself. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not about if you making mistakes, it's about you changing those mistakes and making them, you know, not ever reverting back to that same shit again. Especially if you know it's something that's going to tear you apart or tear you down. You know what I'm saying? You got to be better than the choices that you make. You know what I'm saying? So if she's done experienced stuff as a child, like I said, it could carry on into your adulthood if you've never healed from it. And if you are still trauma bonding with that person that has abused you, then it's going to be something that's going to keep on being it's going to be heavy on your chest. It's going to be a burden on you. You know, you have to let people go. You have to let people walk away and you know, treat them accordingly, love them from a distance. Nobody wants to have a bad relationship with their mother or their father and something end up happening to them, you know, but sometimes it ends up being that way to where parents don't even talk to their children, or children don't talk to their parents, and then somebody ends up dying, and that's just what it is, you know. It's a reoccurring situation. General curses, yes, that's what they are. And within Black families is the secrets and the secret animosity, the jealousy, all of that old weird shit that be going on. What goes on in my house stays on in my house. And if you mention or you say something about it, you're going to be called a liar. You know, I'm not going to say that this has happened in every Black family, because that's a complete total lie. Not every Black family is dysfunctional. Okay. But there are some that are very dysfunctional in more ways than what they should be, but they are. No type of, you know, people are not family oriented anymore. Everybody doing everything at their own house with their own families, and that's just what it is, you know. But I would never get on here and exploit my family for any type of fame or fortune. I would never get on here and I could tell y'all a whole lot of things. It's a lot of things that I could tell y'all. But those things is not going to be brought to the internet unless somebody tried me on the internet. And I'm not playing. I mean that wholeheartedly. That goes for anybody that tries me on the internet as far as relative wise. I'm going to play the same games that they want to play. But for me to voluntarily just get on here and just say, oh, y'all, as a child, I experienced this and I went through that and I went through. No, this is not no vlog channel. And I don't just open up to y'all like that. I tell y'all certain things that I would like for y'all to know, but the things that I feel like y'all don't need to know, that's not none of y'all's business. Y'all would never know anything about it unless somebody decide to bring it to the internet. That's it. But you just got to be careful with the internet and the stuff that you choose to bring, because some people will use everything that you say against you and hold it over your head, you know. So I don't know what they're gonna do about this situation. I feel like it's gonna be an ongoing thing because it's gonna be a tit for tat. But her mother said that she said she knows what she did as far as raising her children, so nobody can tell her anything different. And she's gonna continue to keep smiling and continue to keep going on with her life, because she can't sit up here and be wondering about complete total strangers having an opinion about something that her daughter done said, and she got on her upset, distraught last night, crying, talking about some, y'all saying that I'm lying about the things that my mom did to me. I'm not lying. I don't have no reason to lie. You may not have no reason to lie, Peach, but at the same time, though, you have all that money, utilize it and go get you a counselor. You don't, or, a psychiatrist or something. You don't need to come to YouTube and pour out all of these things about your family. Your family. Even if they ain't shit. They still your family, though. So if they ain't shit and you feel like they all toxic and they don't bring any type of happiness in your life, and then you just have to deal with the family that you created with your husband and your kids. You don't have to invite toxic people into your life just because they have a title. You don't. You can let their asses go and love their asses from a distance. Because you have to teach people how to treat you. And if you don't, then they're gonna cheat. They're gonna teach you. They're gonna treat you any kind of way that they want to. If you are a doormat for them, they're gonna walk all over your ass. That's all there is to it. I don't believe in holding on to unhealthy relationships. I believe in walking away, so then that way I don't drain my energy or end up doing something that could potentially end me up in a bad situation. Sometimes we all as women stay in relationships too long and end up with babies with men that are not no good, and we knew they weren't no good, but just the comfort zone of being normal. It's normal to you. It's something that you feel is normal. So therefore you want to still be around it. You want it around you, but it's no good for you. Like I said, there's a lot of things I could say in regards to my life and the things that I may have experienced mentally and emotionally wise. But that shit is not up for sale on my platform because I do have morals and I do have respect for people that don't really have respect for me, but I still have respect for them enough to not bring the shit to the internet unless they tried my ass. That's all I got to say. But I hope that I hope they could sort out their feelings or whatever. She talking about her husband. Good morning, everyone. Shaking my head now. She talking about her husband. She's having a mental breakdown. It sounds like she is, Sheikah World. It sounds like she's having some type of mental breakdown, some type of something. And you can see it all in her face. And I just hope that she goes and get her some help or check herself into somewhere before it gets too far. Because it seems like there's a lot of, she's going through a lot. I could tell she is. And like I told y'all before, I'm responsible for the things that come out of my mouth and the things that I do on my channel, and the last thing that I want to do is make somebody feel some type of way when they already feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to contribute to that. I don't think that anything that these women be going through is funny. I get on her and I express myself of what I observe, and that's it. That's all. I have no hatred. I have to explain this every time because you have some stupid ass bitches that come off in the comment section and think that somebody have hatred. I have hatred towards nobody. That's very strong and that's very powerful for you to hate somebody. I don't have that type of energy towards nobody. If I feel like I cannot vibe with you or you're not on my level, I just won't deal with you. You won't be able to be in my presence. I won't be able to be around you. That's all there is to it, But I'm just hoping that whatever she is experiencing, the people that are around her, like her husband or whatever, I know they having problems too, but they been having problems, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said I believe that the things that she went through as a child, she said that she used to be called out her names and just treated real foul. I believe that's why she's allowing the things to go on with her husband or whatever the case may be. And all of these extra things that she be doing as far as uploading shorts and stuff with her dancing in front of grinding and all of that, gyrating and all of that shit. I thought this supposed to be a family channel, but yes, she be doing some weird, wicked ass shit on her channel. But nevertheless, that's how she get down. Like she's real outgoing or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with her being that way. She has a very bright personality, but it's just that dark shit that she's done brought out for these past couple of days about her mama. And then these things is being said about her husband and stuff. Yeah, she's on the verge of having a mental breakdown. What's up, Petty Wop? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. She's on the verge of having a breakdown. I just hope it don't get too bad. What's up, Stephanie? You went to the festival? The fair's coming here pretty soon on the 15th through the 25th. So I'm planning on going out. We were thinking about taking the kids, but the way that this world is set up these days, I really don't too much do big crowds like that. I really don't at all. I don't like it. But I haven't been to the state fair for a very long time. It's been some many years. So I plan on going this weekend, maybe. We're supposed to be going this weekend, and we thought about taking the children, but I think that it'll be overwhelming. They'll be overstimulated because there'll be so many people around, so many things going on, a whole lot of noise and stuff like that. So I'm thinking about taking them, but then I'm thinking about not taking them because I don't know what these people's minds is these days. You know, people like to do dumb shit with crowds. So I'm really considering not taking them and probably taking them somewhere else, but we'll see. I probably will go live when I'm there. I probably will. More than likely, I probably will hit the live button if I do go to the fair this weekend. Because I do plan on switching up this content, y'all. All right, I got to switch it up. I was looking at my analytics and stuff, and I was just like, well, damn. I upload very little, and I got to get back on my shit because I've been lacking, like really slacking on my content. Okay. So that's why I decided to come live today and talk about this topic because, a lot of people can relate to the mother-daughter toxic relationship type of shit or whatever. But, social media has taken over the world. So this is the way that people choose to communicate their problems and other things, instead of taking it to that person. Nobody's really having real interactions with each other, like seeing each other face to face or even talking on the phone these days. It's all social media based, and that's what it has come down to. I just thank God that I don't have that type of mindset, that type of mind frame to get on here and exploit certain things about my life because it's just not up for sale and it's not for y'all to know or for y'all to judge either. If there's a lot of things that I could share, there's a lot of stories that I could do about a lot of things that I have gone through, but it's not going to happen. We all have a story, but it does not mean that it has to be told online. Yeah, they be doing the most Sheikah's world. Like for real. I be wanting to trust people, but it's hard to trust people these days, It really is. It's hard. The world is not what it used to be, and it hasn't been for a long time, Oh, Stephanie, I hope I have a good time too. I hope the food is not nasty, honey, or anything like that. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been to the state fair. It's been a very long time. I'm talking about several years. I haven't been there in a long time. See, my grandmother and my uncle and some of my relatives used to work there a long time ago. Like when they come in, they'll go down there and they'll work like they will work there for like over like 20 something years or some shit like that. But my grandma is gone. She's passed on. She's been gone for 4 years now. And she had, even when she was living, she got real sickly, so she wasn't able to stand on her feet for long periods of time. So she hadn't even been doing it for quite some time. I think I was a kid about shit. I was probably like coming out of high school or something like that when my grandmother started working at the state fair. She used to work at the funnel cake stand, honey. We used to go to the funnel cake stand and get us some funnel cakes. Y'all like funnel cakes? That's what I would go to the store, go to the state fair for. What's up, my lady? How you doing, beautiful? Is give me a funnel cake, okay? So I want me a funnel cake. I'm not a fan of turkey legs at all, but people be going for them turkey legs. I bet them turkey legs like $15, y'all. I'm not getting no damn turkey leg, but them funnel cakes is probably like 10 or 11, who knows? But I might get one. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll go live. What's up, Tracy Pierce? I'll go live while I'm at the fair. Why not? Now, I ain't gonna show y'all who I'm with at the fair, but I would definitely show myself and we'll see what them rides is looking like. Did y'all hear about that ride that fell with all of those people in that other place? I don't know. I can't remember where it was, but oh my God. It was in another country. The ride just fell. It just dropped and it like injured like 40 something people. I can't remember. I'm sure it killed some people. I just can't remember how many people died or whatever, but that shit was terrible, y'all. I do not like Ferris wheels or anything that fly or drop you or swing back and forth. I'm not doing any of that. So I can't tell y'all that I'm gonna ride any rides because I don't like anything to throw me around. I can't do that. It is evil. It's becoming that way. You know what? I'm not going to say that it's not social media. It's the people and the way that they choose to use it, Tracy Pierce. Nobody can really talk down on anybody because we all have backgrounds and things that we could tell about, ourselves or whatever. But, some people, it's like, I don't know, man. It just be getting stupid and crazy around here. It's certain things that just need to be left off of social media, but everything is social media these days. So you can't tell nobody nothing. They gonna use it for whatever they feel they need to use it for. So it is what it is. But yeah. But how have all of y'all been doing, huh? Out here they're saying the air is really bad, that the air pollution is, and that it could potentially choke you out. So when I went outside earlier, y'all, I was getting all choked up and stuff because they saying the air pollution here is bad right now. And I'm like, what the hell? But they've been saying that for the past couple of months, y'all. I hope it gets better. I hope it do. Cause I go outside. I went outside earlier and I just started choking and choking and choking. Like, oh my God. Like, what the hell is going on? It was crazy. What's up, Tiffy? How you doing? Yeah, the air pollution here is bad right now. They sent me a message this morning and I tried to read it, but I accidentally deleted it or something or whatever. So hopefully it pops back up on my phone or I'll find it or whatever. Oh, it's been years since you went to the state fair? Yeah, it's been years. Yeah, it's been a lot of stuff happening at amusement parks and things like that. So I just be kind of trying to stay away from certain areas and places and stuff. But yeah, I am going to step out and go to the fair, and I am going to go live when I do. So this content is going to be switched up and changed up, and people can hate it or love it, like it or whatever. But yes, I got to do something different because I'm not consistent with the things that I talk about for a reason, because this is the type of shit that happens every day with with ratchet females all over the world. They're not the only ones on the internet that exist. So it's just like talking about the shit is boring and it's getting on my nerves and I'm over it. As I done told y'all for the many years I've been talking about these broads or whatever. So the content is about to change up. I will still react to these females, but at the same time, we're gonna react to some. I found this channel called. I want y'all to subscribe to this channel. This channel is called Black Girls Unlost. Okay. And this channel is talking about a lot of things that have happened with a lot of African American women that may have not been talked about on bigger platforms or whatever, that may have been unnoticed or whatever. A lot of, I wanted to talk about this teen that went missing as well. I know this is supposed to be a peach reaction, but hell, I want to talk about this autistic teen that was missing in Ohio. She was aborting. Well, she was supposed to be going to Boston. She lives in Ohio. And she was adopted by these people or whatever. And she's autistic. She's 17 years old. She's on medication. She's high functioning. She's a black girl. Her name is Emma Lennox. Her real name is Azaria. I forgot what her last name was. But anyways, they switched her name up. But she was supposed to go to Boston. Did y'all hear about this story? She was supposed to go to Boston. And they took her to the airport, dropped her off by herself without no chaperone, without no medication or nothing, y'all. And she ended up in Atlanta, right? This was September 6th. She ended up in Atlanta and she had been missing for 5 days, y'all. They just found her yesterday, right? So basically when they pulled the cameras, they said that when she was at the Atlanta airport, that it was some strange man that they seen her, they said they seen her. She seemed like she was very, disoriented or whatever. And she was just walking through the airport or whatever. They said what happened is that they rerouted her flight some kind of way or whatever, and she had to take another one that was going to take her to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta, I guess it's going to take her to Boston or whatever the case may be. But she ended up coming up missing at the airport or whatever. She was missing for 5 days. They found her yesterday. So this is what I got to say about this whole situation, because as a mother with a child with autism, or whatever the case may be, let me tell you something. I would never, ever let my children go anywhere if I know they're autistic. They have medication that they're supposed to be taking, but yet they didn't have it with them. And the girl didn't have no type of cell phone, y'all. She didn't have no type of cell phone on her for them to contact her to see where she was at. No way at all. Why in the hell would you send your autistic 17-year-old daughter on an airplane by herself without no type of chaperone, without no phone, and without her damn medication that you know she's supposed to take, that she's supposed to take to keep her the way that she needs to keep her, where she needs elevated or whatever, calm or whatever she's taking it for. Why in the hell does she not have her medication? Why the hell did they not take her to wherever the hell that she needed to go or have a damn chaperone with her, knowing that she's autistic? I don't care if she's high functioning or not. Evidently, she's taking medication, so therefore, in some areas where she may not be okay, and she does need somebody, adult supervision or something. Plus, she's 17 years old. Why in the hell is she's a minor traveling by herself from Ohio to Boston, and nobody's with her? Nobody is with her at all. I wish, girl, listen, I don't know what's going on with that story, and I really don't want to say too much about it because I feel, in my opinion, that they wanted something to happen to that girl. Because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they be with her on that trip or have a chaperone with her on that trip? Why would she not have a cell phone? And why would they not send her medication with her? It makes me feel like, in my mind, as my opinion, as to what I've observed, that they wanted something to happen to her, and nothing happened to her. By the grace of God, he was with her the whole time because she was just found yesterday. They just found her yesterday, and she was still in Atlanta. That's crazy. Her name is Emma Lennick. Emma Lennick. I think it's Lennick is spelled Linek. Lennick. If you look it up, it's all on YouTube. Okay. Certain people have talked about it, and that channel where I have gotten this this information from is called Black Girls Unlost. Okay, and it's one of her recent videos that she just uploaded. She's got like 80K subscribers over there or whatever. And it's a very nice channel. It's very informative. And those are the type of things that I may start talking about, and just other things in general. Because this repetitiveness, this stagnant shit, I cannot do it. That's why I'm not consistent with it. I'm just gonna be completely honest with y'all. When I was looking at my analytics and the things, the uploads and how I've been uploading, I haven't been consistent at all. Like 3 uploads a month, that shit is not acceptable. And that's exactly why my views have declined and things of that nature. And I know exactly why my channel is going the way that it is because I haven't been uploading consistently every day or every other day, or getting on here shooting the shit with y'all, telling y'all what's going on or whatever, whatnot, or whatever. And then if I do get on here, if I do a live and I know it's something that's going to probably potentially be reported because these fools is on here doing that type of shit or whatever, I remove the video. And I'm trying to get to where I don't end up having to remove my content, because these bitches is on here. They on here reporting channels. And see, in the beginning, when I first started my channel, when I told y'all I was going to be on something different, but bitches pulled me back into the shit that I didn't want to get off into, they started messing with my channel. And that's another thing that was going on with it as far as my views and shit too. So I'm just trying to get more consistent with y'all or whatever the case may be. Even if it's just 5 damn minutes, like I told y'all, I'm really trying to be consistent. Because if not, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If I don't start being consistent with this shit, I'm shutting this shit down. I'm just being honest. If I don't start being consistent with it and give y'all uploads like I'm supposed to, I'm gonna have to just shut it down and just do away with it. But I'm trying to find better content for y'all to produce, because I know that I could talk about anything. I don't have to just talk about them. I can talk and elaborate on any damn thing that's going on in the world or whatever. The third eye is definitely open. I can definitely talk about some conscious shit. I'm just trying to figure out which way I want to go with this, because the way that I am going with this, I'm not happy with it. Okay. And I'm just being completely honest about it. She could have been killed. Somebody could have really did something bad to her. Okay, Tiffy, I'm trying to stick in there. I've been trying to hang in there as long as I can, baby. I'm just being completely honest with you, though. I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't think it's something fishy about that story. I don't think that anybody that really loves their children would send their child that's autistic, high functioning or not. And then I have questions like, is this something that she would normally do? Is this something that she would normally do from time to time? Like, is this a normal thing that they would take her to the airport and she would go by herself, and this is just something that just happened this time? Or is this the first time that this has happened? I have questions, but I believe in my mind, this is just my opinion, they want something to happen to her. I don't care what nobody say, because you're not going to send your child without no cell phone, no type of communication. And you know your child is autistic, no medication. They don't have the medication, no cell phone or no nothing. And then that child was missing for 5 days and they just found her yesterday. And I haven't really looked to see if there's more details. I'm sure that there is. I would like to know where she was this whole entire time, and who was she with, and who the hell was that man, because they found out who the man was because they seen that man on the camera talking to her, and they said that they were going to keep questioning that man, but I haven't checked back to see if they were able to speak to him or if they have released any more information in regards to who that man was, because don't nobody know, you know. So we'll just have to see on that and just check more off into it. But I'm just glad that she was okay, because when it was really making me feel some type of way when I seen that. I cried about it when I seen it, because I was just thinking to myself, somebody probably done snatched their girl up. And when we find her, or when they find her, she's, I didn't know, she's special needs. She's autistic. And this right here is crazy to me. I just don't understand. I cried about that shit. I did. And I done heard about this principal man off in wherever the hell he is. He pushed a 10-year-old autistic black boy down to the ground. Well, let me tell y'all something. Y'all, and another thing that be stopping me from, y'all, I be having a lot of shit going through my mind, y'all. I really do. Like, let somebody push my kid at that school. Let somebody put their hands on my kid at that damn school. Like, yes, a principal. I can't remember where he's at. I can't remember the city where he's from or whatever. But he done pushed this autistic 10-year-old black boy down, right? Just if y'all could just type it in, y'all find the story or whatever where it's at. Just type it in. It'll pull up, because this was just recently. It just recently happened, like last week. So the boy is 10 years old. Okay, so on the camera, they're off in the cafeteria, right? So you have the principal, you have this woman standing here, and there's another man off to the side. All right, so I don't know what he was doing, but he kept pointing in the principal's direction, like towards his chest, face, or whatever you want to say. And he kind of did it a couple of times. Now, I don't know what the conversation was. There's no audio. We can't see no audio. However, I seen his demeanor, and I seen how his posture was. And I was thinking to myself, what the hell is wrong with him, and what is his damn problem? Why is he looking at that child like that, is the first thing that I thought, because he sit up there like he was sizing that 10-year-old autistic boy up. You know what I'm saying? So I was just thinking to myself, I know the F he ain't, right? So he did it a second time. The next thing you know, he pushed him. When I say he pushed him hard enough for his ass to fly across the room. Let me tell you something. If anybody was to ever put their hand on my damn child, let me tell you something. I'm going to put my hands on them. The hell? Shit. He pushed that baby down to the ground, made that baby fly across that room. Good thing that baby was able to speak and say something, because that baby was able to tell his mama that that's what happened. I was just thinking to myself, like, you know what? This stuff is crazy. I'm going to start finding all type of videos about kids that are autistic and things that people be doing to these kids when people are not around and stuff like that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if something happens to my child, I'm gonna come on this channel and it's gonna be shared all over the world. Yes, something's gonna go down. It's gonna happen. It's gonna get real around here, because I'm not gonna play about my kids with nobody. Not no school, not nothing. Sure not. It's not gonna happen. So I hope they get it together with that type of shit. And y'all know what? Basically, he resigned from that school and went to another school to be a vice president somewhere else, y'all. They allowed him to do that, even though he did that. Oh, okay. So I was wondering about that, Tracy Pierce. So when did they start allowing underage people to board the flights by themselves without no type of parent with them? So I'm glad that you told me that they had to pay. Okay, you said they had to pay a company fee, a minor fee. Okay. Yeah, see, that's crazy to me. But I just believe that they wanted something to happen to her, but nothing happened to her. And that's just my honest opinion, because you're not going to send your child by themselves and they're autistic without no medication, without no chaperone, anything like that. And then they come up missing for 5 days. Come on now. Sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. That's what it sounds like to me. For real. But what I can say is that they said that he flew out there to Atlanta, and he did. He flew out there to find her, but at the same time, though, yeah, that whole situation sounds really weird and strange. That's all I got to say about that. And I just hope that she's in good hands and that she's not going through nothing, or them people ain't doing nothing to her. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, like I was saying though, about this whole Peach and stuff, this whole Peach situation or whatever. I don't know how often y'all be watching her. I don't think that too many people really watch her like that. How many of y'all be watching Peaches? Cause I need to know. Do y'all watch her a lot? Yeah, it is a bunch of bullshit, Pretty Wop. I do believe that they wanted something to happen to her. I mean, I feel sorry for Azaria. I'm going to call her Azaria. I ain't going to call her Emma. I feel sorry for her because there's no telling what type of stuff that she may be enduring or whatever the case may be. And to not make sure that your child have their medication, that would be red flags. Like, how come nobody's asking that question? Like, how come your daughter didn't have her medication? How come your daughter didn't have a phone? How come your daughter didn't have a chaperone? Like, these are important questions because I believe that those parents of hers need to be brought up on some type of charges or some type of child endangerment type of shit because she was sent off by herself. 70-year-old minor. No train. No, who doesn't have a cell phone at that age? Like, come on now. Why wouldn't she have a cell phone to be able to reach out and contact somebody? Oh, you just basically watched the reactions on her, C. Willis? Oh, okay. Okay. I was just wanting to know because you know what? That whole situation over there is a real shit show at this moment. And I'm over it. I'm over with all of these broads. I really am. You know, I really was thinking about this all last night as I went through my studio and seeing certain stuff, and I was just thinking to myself, like, you know what? I think God's trying to tell you something. I'm not about to be out here doing what everybody else do, you know. I'm trying to stand out. I'm not trying to stand in with these people that do the same shit every single day and stay stagnant and stuck with the same content, repetitive. Because like I said, if these women is repetitive within their lifestyle and the things that they do, then we, the reactors that react to them, are stagnant too with the same shit because it's like, it's a different reaction, but it's the same shit every year throughout the year. And you got a million people talking about these same women, and all of our content is somewhat same or different. And I'm just over it. You know what I'm saying? At some point, I get real bored with things real easily. I really do. I get bored with things real easily. So it's just like, I'm bored with this shit. I'm bored with it. I am sincerely bored with it. I have cousins and, you know, ratchet ass people that I know in the world that are just like them. You know, I'm just saying. So it's just like at this point, I got to find other things to do with my time. I'm a mother that has children with autism. I really would like to. I hate that I started my channel out this way because I could have started my channel out basically being a mother with children with autism and explaining how the things I go through and, you know, things of that nature. Now, if I tried to take that into that direction on this channel, it wouldn't be a good thing. So I'm not going to even try to. And I'm not going to try to involve that. If anything, I think I would need to take that to a whole nother totally different channel without all of this extra shit on my shit. Cause I wouldn't want that to be a part of it. You know? Yeah, I would want my things with autism or things to be with this shit. I would have to start a whole nother channel with that. So I've been thinking about a lot of different things, y'all, because I know that I will be consistent with something that I would like to do. I'm not going to ever be consistent with something that I don't want to do. And talking about these females to y'all, I don't want to do it. You hear me? I'm just being completely honest, y'all. For real. You know, they gonna get it when they get it or they never will. And I'm praying that they do one day. Chrissy, Olivia, Jasmine, Peaches, Eliana, Nika, you know, I hope that they get it together one day. But I'm not God. I can't cast them nowhere. I can't put them in heaven. I can't put them in hell. And I can have my opinions about them, but I feel like my opinions about them have ran the F out. Okay? I'm just being honest, y'all. I feel like my opinions about these females have ran out, and I'm tired. I am. Yeah, she's a mess, and I feel uncomfortable with the way she talks about her husband. Yeah, I do too. And the way that she be on there with all of that extra shit that she be doing on her channel, probably have children watching it, but she's on there gyrating and done turned into a whole nother thing. Like these women done turned their channels into a whole nother situation. It's not even family oriented no more. It's based around them and the men that they are involved with, and that's what it has become. And it's done became more drama filled than it is family oriented. So it's just like we're not reacting to no mommies anymore. We're reacting to some ratchet ass, I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of bullshit. I liked her in the beginning too. She was very you know, down to earth. People could probably really relate to her because she was very real. And like I said, if she expressed herself about her mama's situation back then it's no need to be revisiting that now. I just don't understand it. Like y'all on the same platform with each other or whatever. I done seen her do videos and go live with her mother. So I'm just like, I know it's a trauma bonding type of thing, or, probably, whatever it is, a separation anxiety thing, you really don't want to, but you want to. She said that they talk probably 3 months at a time, and then other times they don't talk or whatever the case may be. I mean, I understand all of that, but I'm just praying that she get her mind together because she's having we're watching her live have a meltdown, a breakdown, and I feel sorry for her. My heart goes out to her. I don't think that the shit is funny. I don't like to play on people's emotions or people's heartstrings because I'm not that type of person or whatever. I only get ignorant and very sinister when I have to. But other than that, the other side of me, I'm a very loving, caring person. And to see the things that, to hear the things that she said that she endured as a child, it was very upsetting to me. I even shared a tear when she was crying because, especially with the whole, I had to bathe in my mama's dirty bath water while she called me fat bees and poured bleached in the tub with me. Like that whole right there just took me completely into a whole nother headspace. And I just got to thinking about a whole lot of different things with all of these different women. Like, I don't know what kind of lifestyle that they lived as children either, and why they are the women that they are today. They have never spoken too much about their childhood like that either. So it's just like you never know what a person may have endured as a child that caused them to be the way that they are. And some of us are able to break out of us. Some people suppress it and some people don't. You know what I'm saying? And, it's hard. And, I'm praying for them. I can relate. I do understand, Peach. But at the same time, this is not right. You know, even if you feel that it is, even if you feel like it's therapeutic, it's not. It's only making whatever you were going through with that woman worse than what it already is because you have brought it to the forefront to strangers for them to be able to have an opinion about your mother. When if you had an opinion about her, you have already expressed it. You called her a bitch. So it is what it is, but you know, and I know people in the comment section like, she should share her story. It might help other people. It may, and it may not, at the same time though. But it's not gonna help her heal or anything because now this shit is forever on the internet. No matter if she decides to delete it or get rid of it, this will ever be on the internet. She brought to the internet of the things that she endured as a child. And I just feel like if you feel like she was that bad of a mother and she put you through all of those things, then you should have never not once brought her on your channel, never helped her with hers or any of those things. I mean, I think that this shit is stupid, to be honest with you. But where is the same energy that you have for your mother? If you able to get on here and talk about all the things that your mother did to you, how come you won't get on here and talk about all the things that your husband is doing to you right now? Let's be real here. If anybody you want to out, how come you won't put your husband out there? But you put your husband out there like you putting your mama out there. Because if you could talk and say what your mama did to you, you should be able to express the things that Wood has done and is still doing to you right now. If you able to look at him and forgive him and call him daddy every 5 minutes, then why is it that you feel the need to come to YouTube or any social media platform and disclose any type of personal, private, family information with complete total strangers. And they snuck there bashing your mama, talking bad about your mama for some shit that you said that you endured as a child. And if you still enduring that as an adult, you are allowing it to happen because you have a choice to walk away from her. Remember, you have a big bag, big bank. You ain't got to deal with that lady, but you're choosing to deal with her and then get on here and talk bad about her. And all of these people are saying all this shit about that lady now. But from watching Hama's video last night, this is my observation of her mother. I could tell that her mother, let me tell you something. How I felt about what I seen about what her mother said in her video, she just basically was like, God bless y'all. I'm not gonna let nobody on this internet, as far as strangers wise, make me feel some type of way about my daughter in what she's saying. I mean, about me and my daughter in the situation of the things that she's saying. So God bless y'all. I'm gonna keep smiling. What I can say is that what she said was, ain't nobody paying my rent, so I can contest as to what y'all say about me. I can dig that, but at the same time, I could tell that there is some things that she probably have done to Peaches. This is her demeanor, the way that she was coming about it. It was a very, like, in a way it'll make you go, if you just go watch the video, the body language and all of that, it's something there that may be true to what Peaches is saying. It's just that she don't care to the point to where, like, now she's just like, oh, well, if you want to sit here and bring it to the internet, you can do what you want to do, but I'm not going to indulge and say anything about it because I've already know what I did do and what I didn't do, so you can say what you want to say. But I just, it's just too much. All of this family feuding and all of this back and forth bullshit, I'm tired of it. So yeah, we're going to take this content into a different direction or whatever the case may be. I'm going to talk about things that's more meaningful, that have more substance, because if I want to do this and if I'm going to do this, I believe that I need to get on here and talk about things that have more of substance. Talking about somebody bringing some random men off in their house when bitches do it every damn day is not something I'm not really interested in that shit. If somebody don't care enough about their kids to get their kids the help that they need, if they have special needs, whose business is that's not my business. That's gonna be Jasmine's business. When Aiden gets to the point to where he is not able to control himself because of the things that he has endured as a child, as a young man, then that's gonna be on her. These are things that is not my business. At the same time, even though I watch these brides or whatever, it's just the repetitive things that I cannot get with. So yeah, we're going to change it up. When I go to the fair this weekend, I will be live, like I said, and I'm going to start going live and just doing different things. When I start going Christmas shopping for my boys, I will be recording that. When I buy, like, go get things for them, like for their sensory or whatever, I'll start recording things like that. Like, I'm going to start probably even doing some clothing hauls as well. Like, I have to expand in this shit because I can't keep doing this. This is not it for me. I can't keep doing it. So I'm gonna start doing some clothing hauls. I'm gonna start doing some shopping hauls, honey. What's wrong, baby? What's on the TV? Hold on, y'all. Let me see what JJ wants. All right, y'all. I apologize. I had to get JJ situated. Let me see what y'all saying. I feel you because they are draining. Jasmine is always tired and she's so damn lazy, lame, and naive. Olivia's pathetic and losing everything. There's no point on reacting to them. They live for drama. Yes, they do. See Willis, and I'm done. Okay, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm done. Okay, I'm over it. I really am. Sincerely, because I can't be consistent with it, and I'm telling y'all the real reason as to why I have not been giving y'all content. And I done told y'all this shit before, and I said I was gonna stop, and I reverted right back to the same shit that I said I was not gonna do. So I don't want to get on here and be lying or not, just be telling y'all some shit and I don't stick to what I'm saying. So as of today, as of right now, what I'm saying, like I can't be, I'm not, you okay, baby? Come here. I'm right here. Come here. You all right? You okay? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, go watch your TV. I was just making sure. Okay, but anyways, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I can't give y'all something that I just can't. So, I am looking into different content. I have started watching those other women or whatever, like Nika and Love by Erica and who else? Nika, Love by Erica. And I think I added somebody else on here, but I can't remember. I even been watching Latrice, the comedian lady, or whatever. Like I've been watching different people, y'all, because these same ones, I got to get rid of them. They got to go. I gotta move them out and move some new people in. I haven't been really watching Eliana. She disturbs the hell out of me. She triggers me, so I don't think I want to watch her. All of these women trigger me in certain ways, but I'm over it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start reacting to things that are really going on in the world. It's going to be a mixture of a lot of different things. It's going to be some celebrity shit on top of some conscience shit on top of some world news. That's how we finna go with this, okay? World news, celebrity, you name it. We gonna go all over. But as far as like sticking to these same people as in uploading content on them, no. Cause see, I'm not finna do that. We're not gonna do it. So I'll let y'all know as to what I'm gonna do. I'll continue to keep doing what I have been doing until then so that I can continue to keep giving y'all some content, but it's going to be a mixture of a lot of different things and people will either watch or they won't watch. It is what it is. I know this is a process. This is like a business. Not all the time business is going to always be good. Not everything that you talk about people are going to gravitate to. I just know that the real ones is always coming to see me when I do go live or whatever. I know that y'all will watch the content, so I'm not too much worried about that. But I just have to build myself back up again because I have allowed myself to go down, okay? And I know that. So I just have to rebuild myself back up again and get myself together and keep this content flowing. And I need to get some structure. I need to have some type of plan of how I'm gonna do this shit because like I said, I know that I'll be giving y'all content throughout the day. Y'all don't even know when the hell I'm gonna upload the content. I feel like that's not good for business. So I need to find some type of time to where I can give y'all the content and tell y'all this is when I'm gonna upload this content. And it's not gonna be no later than that. And I'm gonna stop uploading content late damn at night. You know what I'm saying? Or wee hours of the morning. Like I need to have some type of planning with this whole situation. So just allow me to get myself together. So then that way I can give y'all what y'all are looking for. Because other than that, I can't produce something to y'all if I'm not 100% about it or if I'm not 100% dedicated to it. I can't be 100% dedicated to talking about these mommies year after year because then I'll be in my 50s talking about these women and I'm not going to be doing that. That's not going to happen. I believe that God called me to do something totally different. And I don't think that he wants to use me in this way to where I get on here and react to these women doing the things that they do. If anything, I can get on here and speak just in general to all women, not just particular to them, and just talk about certain things that I know that women or that we all go through and just go from there. But as far as like picking them in they little video that they say, oh, well, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't make any money, which ain't none of us making shit because ain't nobody making over no million views. Okay, period. So, I'm just being honest with y'all because I have to be. And this is just me telling y'all that this is what I have to do. So this is what's going to happen. So moving forward, that's what I'm going to do. But I am going to upload some content once I get off of here. And I'm about to get off of here because we about to hit this hour mark probably. And I'm going to be looking at some different stories. But y'all make sure y'all check out that Black Girls Unlost. It's a good channel. It has a lot of informative information on there. A lot of stories that you may have not known. Stop. A lot of stories that y'all may have not known about. Y'all might find on that channel or whatever. So just look into it. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I think I've been on here long enough. I just really wanted to get y'all's input on certain stuff or whatever as to what I want to do in regards to this channel. So just look forward to it and make sure y'all keep y'all notifications on or whatever. And just make sure y'all keep y'all notifications on. Y'all know the next time I upload another video. But I am going to be getting off of here because I need to go to the store. So I hope y'all have a good day. And I love y'all. And whoever comes to the replay, if this is still up or whatever the case may be, I hope y'all have a good day as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll holler at y'all.